we were approached by the Ministry of Tourism in order to come up with generally a concept, a good concept that could actually drive the PG Marina into something that could become better than it was before. So generally what I just stated is the preliminary portion of the entire project. What we did was we took an overview of the entire project and we decided and we conducted a methodology in order how we were going to conduct this project. So, in order to carry out such a project, we need to first, of course, conduct all the relevant studies, all the scientific studies, and environmental studies for the project. As in order for this project to go through, we would therefore need clearance from the Department of the Environment.
However, my concern lies personal for me with, although we need the WAF, I'm really concerned about the design for the WAF and the fact that I know it's a project that is needed, but we keep on saying it's going to be a state-of-the-art design and all that, but what I saw there concerned me. Yes, you have the scientific proof of the benefit and all the substrate and all that, but that area is really rough, and I don't see a breakwater design in front.
I have a few questions regarding the marina. I know that in the Toledo destination plan or development plan, I don't remember the name exactly, there was a recommendation for improvement of the wharf area. We all complain that when we go to Puerto Barrios or when we have to leave here by boat, it's just an inadequate space. And so we know that there is always need for improvement of that area. For guides, the business community, BTLA, so there should have been, in my view, further consultations with a wider group of people in Punta Gorda. I have to say I'm disappointed to hear that DOE has given approval when there has been no consultation on this marina. Many of us are just hearing about this marina tonight. We've seen some work done, but there has been no consultation. And as far as I know, consultations are a must.
This is one of the first discussions we're having with the community. And for us to be able to have this type of discussion, we have to have some preliminary plans for us to be able to share with you to see if this is where we want to go. And the same point that Mr. Garcia made with the break wall, we're looking at what's the best and most feasible thing to do. But the facility is used as a point of entry and exit for the community, anyhow, and for the country. And so the goal is to improve those facilities tremendously. Like I said earlier, I truly believe that there are opportunities for us from the countries around us, and that is why we're doing this initiative. Now, if you're not going to tell me tonight and I don't want it, we have to fix up the dock and we go off for business, and it don't really matter. But I know, but if you're going to tell me you don't want it, then we have to say no. Sorry?
I think it's about doing it right.
Yes, trust me, most of the things we do right. And that not change on this project.
It is very confusing to me what is being said tonight. Tonight is being called a consultation, and that there is a space for us informing and perhaps affecting change in what is being proposed. But Mr. Clifford, I like your name by the way, in your last presentation, what you said was after submitting all the findings and the overall design to the Department of the Environment, DOE deemed that the project did not need any further studies. as the project was positive for the community. With all due respect to everyone, you cannot tell me that the 16 people that sit on NIA can decide for a district what is in the best interest of a district without having proper consultations. And that is very lacking in the presentation. There's no aspect showing proper socializing of this idea. In fact, members from the BTIA are saying that they have heard of this project, but clearly this has been in the works for over 2 years.
Well, to answer your first question, in terms of the community feedback and the social portion of, as you had mentioned, well, as my father had mentioned previously, the Department of Environment had decided that this would have been in the best interest of the community. Now, that does not take into account that the community was informed of this. I agree. However, within the regulations, the environmental regulations themselves, it states, and I paraphrase this, so please don't quote me on this. Within the regulations, it states that if there are specific projects that are deemed as a much net benefit, like very positive for the community, the regulation states that there is not a necessity to do a consultation.
If you build one marina, what the carrying capacity of this marina? 500 passenger boat will come in, $6 million yacht will come in. What is the carrying capacity of this marina?
To answer that question, sir, specifically the information that we had gotten from the Port Authority, they had told us that a good average depth would be around 12 feet deep. Now, the typical large-scale sailboat and other kinds of boats, those boats 15 feet. So technically, this marina does not accommodate for very, very low draft sailboats or 500 passenger boats, because those types of boats, they need 15, 20, 25 feet.
The design that I see, I am very concerned that we don't have a breakwater. Ovell mentioned it earlier, that just some rock in front of the place could fix that. It's not a big discussion with go to DOE and get this and get that when something is for the community. We need this. This is not a project that minister could take back. Toledo need this, minister. We need this marina. But we need it to be built in a manner that it could facilitate people without them breaking their feet. Because we have had an accident at that wharf before. You know, and the one that you designed does not accommodate for the rough water.
Toledo, I want to highlight something that requires our collective attention and collective efforts, and that is addressing solid waste management in our district. The garbage, the landfill, the garbage dump is a health hazard, is an environmental hazard, and I am making a plea to our leaders, but also to our fellow Toledo residents to put attention to that and address it. I am teaching a course at the University of Belize. I took my 23 students 2 weeks ago to that garbage dump, and a lot of them did not know the situation. It's one of those things kind of like out of sight, out of mind, but it is an issue that needs to be addressed. Thank you.